is okay to be so stressed and overwhelmed that you feel like you need to talk to someone about it. And by that, I mean going to therapy. Lately, the transition from college into post-grad and working full-time and adulting has been really stressful. It's a lot of change. And so I've been using BetterHelp to help guide me.
Breaking the mood to choose one, but they got knowledge to move, son. I'm shocking in shades with my brother in suits. Yeah, them blues is coming. Even though it's hard to pick, eeny, miny, mo, soda on the mix, no biting lips, it's time to go. Index number one, no thumbs up, you gotta scroll. Looking at the ghost in studio, it's time to go. I had a helmet on by myself until I met a mask that wanted to have a face off. So I had to bring my chainsaw, full tank of gas in the ride with my brakes off. I'm A1, but a different.
No, I told you so. I only want a one-time love, yeah. So let me know if it's a go, 'cause I don't go around breaking hearts. Take it easy, don't catch feelings. This might be just for tonight. It's a secret, can you keep it? If I like it, baby, lo hacemos otra vez.
Mami, yo estoy puesto para darte la noche entera, que tú me tienes envuelto. Quiero bajarte la bellaquera, tú mal estoy claro, que Cupido no te da disparo. Una noche es suficiente para hacerte todo lo que tengo en mente.
Oh no, don't get confused, 'cause I'm in charge, I make the calls. I'll let you know, don't just assume. If it's gonna repeat it all, try your hardest to impress me. Oh, this might be just for tonight. Hit the target, make me scream it. If I like it, baby, lo hacemos otra vez.
Mami, yo estoy puesto para darte la noche entera, que tú me tienes envuelto. Quiero bajarte la bellaquera, tú mal estoy claro, que Cupido no te da disparo. Una noche es suficiente para hacerte todo lo que tengo en mente.
Yeah, give me what I want. You know what I want, yeah, give me what I want tonight. Yeah, give me what I want. You know what I want, yeah, give me what I want tonight, yeah.
Mami, yo estoy puesto para darte la noche entera, que tú me tienes envuelto. Quiero bajarte la bellaquera, tú mal estoy claro, que Cupido no te da disparo. Una noche es suficiente para hacerte todo lo que tengo en mente.
Si grito, ay, yo me rindo, ay, y repetimos, ay. I only want a one-time love, but tonight. Oh no, I told you so. I only want a one-time love, yeah. So let me know if it's a go, 'cause I don't go around breaking hearts. Take it easy, don't catch feelings. This might be just for tonight. It's a secret, can you keep it? If I like it, baby, lo hacemos otra vez.
Mami, yo
charge, I make the calls. I'll let you know, don't just assume. If it's gonna repeat it all, try your hardest to impress me. Oh, this might be just for tonight. Hit the target, make me scream it. If I like it, baby, lo hacemos otra vez.
Mami, yo estoy puesto para darte la noche entera que tú me tienes envuelto. Quiero bajarte la bellaquera, tú me hablaste claro, que Cupido no te da disparo. Una noche es suficiente para hacerte todo lo que tengo en mente.
Yeah, 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 give me what I want. You know what I want, yeah. Yeah, 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 give me what I want tonight. Yeah, 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 give me what I want. You know what I want, yeah. Yeah, 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 give me what I want tonight. Yeah.
Mami, yo estoy puesto para darte la noche entera que tú me tienes envuelto. Quiero bajarte la bellaquera, tú me hablaste claro, que Cupido no te da disparo. Una noche es suficiente para hacerte todo lo que tengo en mente.
Pues si grito, ay, 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 yo me rindo, ay, 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 y repetimos, ay, 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 ay. I only wanna want and love for tonight. Oh no, 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 I told you so. I only wanna one time love. Yeah. So let me know if it's a go. 'Cause I don't go around breaking hearts. Take it easy, don't catch feelings. This might be just for tonight. It's a secret, can you keep it? If I like it, baby, lo hacemos otra vez.
Mami, yo estoy puesto para darte la noche entera que tú me tienes envuelto. Quiero bajarte la bellaquera, tú me hablaste claro, que Cupido no te da disparo. Una noche es suficiente para hacerte todo lo que tengo en mente.
Oh no, 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 don't get confused. 'Cause I'm in charge, I make the calls. I'll let you know, don't just assume. If it's gonna repeat it all, try your hardest to impress me. Oh, this might be just for tonight. Hit the target, make me scream it. If I like it, baby, lo hacemos otra vez.
Mami, yo estoy puesto para darte la noche entera que tú me tienes envuelto. Quiero bajarte la bellaquera, tú me hablaste claro, que Cupido no te da disparo. Una noche es suficiente para hacerte todo lo que tengo en mente.
Yeah, 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 give me what I want. You know what I want, yeah. Yeah, 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 give me what I want tonight. Yeah, 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 give me what I want. You know what I want, yeah. Yeah, 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 give me what I want tonight. Yeah.
Mami, yo estoy puesto para darte la noche entera que tú me tienes envuelto. Quiero bajarte la bellaquera, tú me hablaste claro, que Cupido no te da disparo. Una noche es suficiente para
no, 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 I told you so. I only want a one-time love, yeah. So let me know if it's a go. 'Cause I don't go around breaking hearts. Take it easy, don't catch feelings. This might be just for tonight. It's a secret, can you keep it? If I like it, baby, lo hacemos otra vez.
Mami, yo estoy puesto para darte la noche entera que tú me tienes envuelto. Quiero bajarte la bellaquera, tú mal estoy claro, que Cupido no te da disparo.
Better leave it to the professionals.
Started off with a bit, now I got coin. I see where y'all going. Been poppin' since Web 1, hella hoes on Web 2. I was living a dream, now I'm on Web 3. And it is what it seems, topping the pyramid schemes, I'm telling you. I'll sell you a percentage on Nebula. Shout out to Vince, he'll set it up.
Surfing on the web and I'm shooting at 3. I've been goated when I got my G. I'm an alien boy from a different planet, yeah. So I got my drink. I'm riding in the 1920s Model T Ford. Call her Era Lord. Call me Levi, playing on the keys, boy. And I'm about to put my gloves on. If I said it, then I meant that. Yeah, I like that one. I'm about to get that. Crash that whip for the drumsticks, whiplash. I'm about to get them all. Are you with that? In a white boat, surrounded by blue. I want one, but I got a cop too. I wanna fly high in the sky, arms out wide, trying to soar from a bird's eye view. I'm on fire, Ricky, Bobby, cracking the pavement, Whitney, Bobby. I'm a Saki bomb, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Bruce Wayne been a dog, and I keep it 101, cause I'm feeling kinda spotty. You sipping on some rock and I'm sipping on octane. The only thing around my neck
Started
is the
off with a
blockchain.
bit, now I got coin. I see where y'all going. Been poppin' since Web 1, hella hoes on Web 2. I was living a dream, now I'm on Web 3. And it is what it seems, topping the pyramid schemes, I'm telling you. I'll sell you a percentage on Nebula. Shout out to Vince, he'll set it up.
NFT, Twitter, blockchain. Seeing with the ghosts and we ballin' like LeBron James. Crypto, crypto. We can make a trade, get the memo. Refuse not falling for the FOMO. Listening to Coffee with Captain. You know we worldwide, they loco. I ain't never gonna stop rapping. Orlando, yeah, we working magic. We rocking Ethereum NFTs. I just went and caught me a half base. Man, I got a shout out
Started
to
off with a
Bode.
bit, now I got coin. I see where y'all going. Been poppin' since Web 1, hella hoes on Web 2. I was living a dream, now I'm on Web 3. And it is what it seems, topping the pyramid schemes, I'm telling you. I'll sell you a percentage on Nebula. Shout out to Vince, he'll set it up.
Breaking the mood to choose one, but they got knowledge to move, son. I'm shocking in shades with my brother in shoes. Yeah, them blues is coming. Even though it's hard to pick, eeny, mighty, mo, soda on the mix, no biting lips, it's time to go. Index number 1, no thumbs up, you gotta scroll. Looking at the ghost in studio, it's time to go. Had a helmet on by myself until I met a mask that wanted to have a face off. Had to bring my chainsaw, full tank of gas in the drive with my brakes off. I'm A1, but a different kind of steak sauce.
Get my mic on if you guys are live. Check, check, check. Hello guys, can you all hear me? Are we getting there slowly? Hello, how's everyone feeling tonight? If you are in any of the rooms or if you're in the walkway, please do make your way over to the main space down here. My name is Ari. I'm going to be hosting for you guys tonight and just kind of herding you all through tonight's event. How's everyone feeling? Good? Can I get like a little vibe check going on? Cool. I'm not going to draw this out any more than I need to. We're going to get started firstly with just kind of like an intro and with some things like that, and that's going to be starting with you, correct, Serpon? Okay, so if you want to come through, I'm going to grab you a mic, or we're going to work with one of those there and just get right into it. Awesome. Come here. And just let me know as I go on and off if there's anything that you want me to.
if there's anything you want me to hone in on. Yeah, so I think he's gonna, once he does his stuff and do the questions, then we're gonna run through to the music part of it, like the music part of it, and then kind of like after that part's over, just say, okay, well, if you have any questions, just grab one of us.
Yeah.
And I also want to mention, I think he's gonna mention the Oculus.
Let me make sure. Give me 1 second. Can we move to meeting?
Cheers. Oh, he's got a SpongeBob, dude. Come on. Sandra. What's up? Where's Sherry? See? Oh, okay. Who's Sam? Oh. Okay. I haven't seen Mitch in forever. I thought he'd moved back or something. Okay.
I'm A1, but a different kind of steak sauce.
All right. Well, while they're putting that on, how's it going, everybody? My name is Sir Punk. I am on the team of Web3 CFL. So we are the crypto Web3 community in Orlando. We've been around for like a year. It's several of us, me, Kia, Arena, who bearded, who helped put on a lot of the events and help curate a lot of the community building. And we've done several events in Orlando already. We had one in November, I believe was our last one, right? November? Yeah, where we really just invite the entire Web3 community, a lot of artists, a lot of startups, and just kind of allow them to showcase their work and just learn and network with people who are like-minded, because how many of us know that it's really hard to find people in Web3 and crypto, right? So that's exactly why we put it on. Tonight's event is the MetaMusic Mixer, where we're going to focus primarily on music and how NFTs provide an opportunity for artists as kind of like a new avenue to distribute their creations and build communities around that in a way we've never been able to before. So that's super exciting. And then we have some other things going on as well. We do have the Oculus set up in the other room, where we have a Web3 CFL metaverse in there. You can go in there, check it out. But it's on spatial. You can put the Oculus on, roam around, see some of our community's work in there. So that's open whenever you want to go into that room. And we'll also be doing a listening party after a couple things. And, you know, we got a couple other things planned for tonight. Can y'all hear me? Okay, cool. Sweet. But I'm going to lead it off with a presentation for with music and Web3 once we get that up on the screen. All right. Just real quick, I just want to see like how many people are familiar with crypto. Raise your hand. Do you who here doesn't own any crypto at all? One? Okay. we got to fix that tonight. Can we make that a goal? We gotta fix that tonight. Somebody throw some Doge in her crypto wallet. Raise your hand if you don't own an NFT. Everybody else owns an NFT? Okay. All right, we're gonna open your wallet and just bombard you with NFTs. Hey, nah. Hey, that's why she's here. We're here to onboard and teach and educate. Okay, cool. Wonderful. Well, so it seems like everybody here is already kind of, knee deep into crypto to a certain extent. But if you're not very familiar with NFTs or music NFTs, then hopefully you learn something tonight. And we'll definitely just have a discussion and share some cool stories about what's happening in that space. So to start off, so yeah, it's a presentation on music and Web3 and really the creator economy, the creator and ownership economy, which is really like a creative renaissance that's happening, but really a digital renaissance. And I'm really excited about all of this. So let's just jump right in. So one of the problems with us crypto bros is when we try to explain crypto and NFTs, we do it in a technical way, and nobody knows what the hell we're talking about. So I asked Chat GBT how to explain NFTs like you're a 5-year-old. So I'm going to read off what it says. It's for anybody who is new to NFTs.
Was that your prompt?
That was my prompt. Was explain NFTs like I'm 5. Okay. Yes, and this is what it spit out. And I honestly, it's spot on. Right. It's very easy way to understand. So NFTs are like special stickers that you can buy and collect on your computer. Each sticker is one of a kind and cannot be copied. Just like you can tell which stickers that belong to you in your sticker collection, you can tell who owns an NFT because it's recorded on a special computer book called the blockchain. And just like you can trade stickers with your friends in real life, you can also trade NFTs with other people on the internet. Some of the stickers are very special and can be worth a lot of money, just like some NFTs can be worth a lot of money. Right, as we know. So, I think anybody can understand that. Ari, did that make sense?
Yeah, ooh, hey. No, I think I understand what NFTs are.
Okay, I'm just messing with you mainly. Okay, cool. So next time somebody asks what's an NFT, let's try to break it down in layman's terms, and I think that's a good way to put it. So before I jump into what is happening in the music space, if you're an artist, how can you take advantage of it, and what's the blueprint like right now, I did want to show you that this space does exist. There are musicians minting NFTs and minting out. This is a chart that overviews all of 2022 and the activity of the music space. And as you can see, the orange line is up only, and that's people buying NFTs. And the volume of collectors is coming back as well. So even though the price was down pretty, dramatically in 2022, music artists and music collectors have just been increasing the entire year. So these are great signs. You can see that there's different artists who dropped on different dates. You can see Snoop Dogg in there. So this space does exist. There is things happening, and then we're going to jump into some more. I'm going to start it off with the most popular and well-known Web3 rapper, Spotty Wi-Fi. Raise your hand if you know Spotty Wi-Fi. All right. Raise your hand if you've seen Spotty Wi-Fi perform live. Let's go. Okay, so we all love Spotty. Spotty is really, I think, the trailblazer of the music space. He has been fortunate enough to, we've been fortunate enough to have him perform at all of our events pretty much so far. He comes all the way to Miami, and I'll explain how we get to do that because he is in high demand nowadays. But anyways, Spotty Wi-Fi really came on the scene in 2021 when he bought his first NFT and made it his digital identity, which is this 3D character right here on the screen, as you can see. So that is a 3D version of the pixelated character on the left, which is what he bought, a CryptoPunk. Turned it into his digital identity. He brought it to life. He created a story, and then he really created a path for himself in the space. So I think he's done an incredible job of just creating a blueprint, and is pretty much the most successful one to do it. And I really do think musicians should study what he's done thus far to really understand how they can go about it. And he's really mastered it and mastered building community. So with that being said, let's figure out how Spotty Wi-Fi made his career in music NFTs. So he bought his first CryptoPunk in 2021. This is before anybody really knew what an NFT was. And pretty much the realization that he had was that having a CryptoPunk, so CryptoPunks is an NFT project. There's 10,000 of them. They're pretty much the most historic one. They created the whole NFT movement. But when he bought into the 10,000 NFT club, he instantly had access to an entire new community, right? And they were all CryptoPunk holders. And he was really smart about being early on this because he realized, okay, I'm in this community. and I instantly have 10,000 supporters because we're all sort of on the same team now. And essentially just because we bought in to this community, we hang out in a Discord. And people live all over the world, but they're there pretty actively. So at the time, he was just kind of freelancing, just, you know, he was nobody really knew who he was. But once he started getting involved in the community, that's when he decided he could use the CryptoPunk IP and build a brand. And he was really early on this. I don't know of anybody else who was doing it back then. So he hopped on it. He created an entire brand. He made a drop. And fast forwarding to his day of minting, he sold out all his NFTs in 60 seconds. And he generated more money than he had ever did in his entire music career. So how much did he make? He made 60 ETH, which at the time, it was about 200 grand in a minute, right? Which is, it's pretty incredible in general. But for an artist who had been doing art via music his whole life and never even got close to something like that, you could just imagine how somebody like Spotty felt, right? So the amazing thing about it is that it only took 700 people to sell out his album, right? And which proves that 1,000 fan theory truer now more than ever. And I know we talk about that, right? You don't need 1 million fans, right? And we're going to talk about it. So that's really where the creator economy comes in. So this is from Spotty. He says, artists might think they need millions of fans, but that's not true. He says it's only because the business model right now for the record industry is designed to benefit streaming platforms and record labels, right? So musicians all think that the way to do it is you need to have a ton of followers on TikTok, or you need to have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of streams on Spotify and all these different platforms. But NFTs are kind of they're giving a complete new avenue to artists that can't, or you know, are having trouble getting those kinds of numbers, but still being able to monetize. So this is one of my favorite quotes by Spotty. He says, with an NFT, I can package a lot more value than I can package in a simple MP3 song, right? I'm giving you a copyright license so you can use the music in the content. Commercially, you can monetize that music once you own the NFT. You get access to his merch. You get a free vinyl record. Actually was one of the people who bought one of Spotty's NFTs, and I got a vinyl sent to the house. I think I lost it at the last event we held because I was going to bring it, and I haven't seen it, so... but you get access to exclusive events if he's performing, if he's doing digital experiences via the metaverse or whatever he's doing, right? And he's really blown up, so partnerships happen often, and as a holder you get access to a lot of these things. So this is the vinyl that was mailed to your house if you had a Spotty NFC. That was the cover of it, but he kind of gamified it. So if you owned a certain one of his NFTs, then you got a certain one of the vinyls. And if you bought multiples, and then you ever get like a special one. So it's all about gamifying the experience for your community. So it's fun. There's some scarcity, and you know, it's not just a plain drop. So this is Spotty. This was in downtown Orlando a couple months ago where he performed. Now I'm hearing he charges like Rusky. How much does Spotty charge for a performance now?
Sorry, I wasn't out of the room. You can't hear me from there.
How much does he charge for a performance?
$8,000.
My God.
30 minutes set.
30 minutes for $8,000.
But I have a different offer. He's actually starting his new thing right now with DJ Malski, who is an official Super Bowl DJ this year. Or I don't watch stuff like that.
The recent Super Bowl.
So they're teaming up. They're going to be doing like a full show set up to where it's a couple hours, including his original 30-minute set, dancers, and whatever the theme of the party is. That's something we're discussing.
Okay.
For known reasons, I can't tell you what the price is. My project, I do own Crypto Dad's NFT, and we are throwing an NFT NYC party. And we're renting a cool-ass nightclub. You all have to come, which would be April 14th.
We got a fellow Crypto Dad in here.
Hey!
What's up?
Nice! We got to talk.
Yeah, I got one. I think I got lucky. I got one of them in the top, like 200 or something. Oh, cool.
Nice.
Wow.
Lucky in the mix, yeah.
That's cool. The first crypto that holder randomly met.
Yeah,
hey!
right? How cool is that?
Nice. Yep. I have like 30 and 50. I don't know.
Well.
But yeah, so that's something we're discussing to do in NFT NYC. And it's not too far off of the other prize that I named, but it's super cool. And it will be really something cool. And he'll be doing that as an MC. So hopefully our party will be his takeoff party. And that's what we're working on. And I'm really, really excited, to be a part of his hopefully future success of doing that show for others.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so if you are going to NFT NYC, April 14, as of right now, it's a Nebula nightclub. That's where we're going to be doing party. Last year, we were 300 over capacity, so 1,600 people. Once you see tickets are going up, if you want them, get on the pre-sale.
You heard it here first. That's the alpha for NFT NYC. So I brought that up because Spotty is now charging around $8,000 for 30 minutes, and he's really booked at every single crypto-related event around the world. He is the go-to performer. We were able to get him at our events, which are much smaller than the ones he performs at, for practically expenses. And one of the perks that got us that was me being a Spotty holder and me being a supporter of his music on social medias. And I have been since the start, just because I really, really loved what he was doing. But when I reached out to him and said, hey, listen, we're doing an event, like, we... Are we good? All right. Somebody fell off the roof or something. All right. So when I asked Spotty to come out, I told him we don't have the budget like these other big events do. Like, can you work with us? And he said, you know what? Since you have been a Spotty holder and you've always supported me, I'm going to come out and I'm going to do it for basically, whatever it's going to cost me to get there. And that was really cool, right? Like, we really wanted Spotty there. Everybody in the space knows Spotty, and obviously he brings a ton of attention to it. And that was a perk of me being a holder, right? And I've gotten other perks from being a holder of his. He's collabed with Method Man's NFT project, and I got whitelisted to that project. I got free tickets to a crypto event. It was like $1,000. So as an artist, there's so much more you can package into the NFT than the MP3, as Spotty is saying, right? And one of the main things that Spotty says that I think music artists getting into NFTs really need to understand is people don't want to buy your music, right? Your music is going to be free on YouTube and Spotify. You're not going to gatekeep your music as an NFT and think people are going to go spend hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars on that, right? Because that's not the point. And, of course, you as an artist, you want to distribute your music to as much people as you possibly can. So if you're going to gatekeep it to 10,000 NFT holders, it just doesn't really make any sense. So the blueprint is not to gatekeep the music. You're giving the music away for free, but you're stacking utility on to the NFT and providing value to your community in some way, right? And Spotty Wi-Fi has really done that masterfully. So if you held Spotty's Genesis NFTs, he then dropped a single with Bun B. Anybody here not know who Bun B is? Cool. All right, everybody knows Bun B. All right, so Bun... Huh? All right, so everybody knows Bun B is an OG rapper, and he wanted to get into the Web3 space, and of course, who to go to besides Spotty, right? Who pretty much created the blueprint. So him and Spotty dropped a single called All Time High. If you held this Genesis NFT, you got this NFT for free. And yeah, so that was really cool. He has become the go-to musician for Web2 celebrities to come in and learn how to really successfully drop in the space. This was Spotty Wi-Fi and Bun B performing at NFT NYC New York City last year. This was at Ape Fest, which if anybody doesn't know what Ape Fest is, it's Bored Ape's annual event. You got to be a Bored Ape holder, and that's really the only way in. I was fortunate enough to get in there because my buddy is a Bored Ape holder, and he used me as his +1. And they did it for 4 nights straight. Fortunately, the night we went, that was the night Spotty performed, and he opened up for Snoop Dogg that night. So amazing night, amazing event, but just think about how incredible Spotty opening up for Snoop Dogg after, a year before, nobody even knew who Spotty Wi-Fi was, right? And then within a year, he's opening up for large artists. And you might ask, well, how does he get that opportunity? Well, because he's a Bored Ape community holder, and he's engaged in that community. He's made music for that community, and that's kind of how this space works, right? You kind of support each other within the community, and you get sometimes opportunities of a lifetime. And this is an example of that for Spotty. Okay, so some last tips from Spotty for any aspiring musicians. So when we asked what tips the King of Music NFTs had for artists interested in entering Web3, he had a few things to say. He said, come in ready to learn and listen. You want to build relationships with your fans. You want to build relationships with NFT creators and collectors. And I'd say one of the first things you should do is collect an NFT. Because really the NFT space, you need to know how it works, right? And buying an NFT and interacting with that community is the easiest way to find that out. And just really being hands-on and asking questions. So whether you're buying your first NFT, you're claiming a free one, either way you will answer 1,000 questions you didn't know you had by going through that entire process. So that's kind of Spotty's story. If anybody has any comments or questions on that, you're free to say anything. But I do encourage any musicians to go research what he's done. You can go to his website. You can see his NFTs on OpenSea. And just really take a look at it, because he's done an incredible job of building a community. And I believe he's dropping an album soon, and he's going to have some big OG rap stars on there as well, like Jim Jones and some other people. So I'm really excited to see that. And I think he's done a couple songs with Snoop Dogg's son, and that's kind of what we're moving into now. So everybody heard the news with Snoop Dogg buying the Death Row Records, right? Wants to make it the first NFT label. And does anybody know what these monkeys are, who they represent? So the one on the left is Snoop Dogg's ape. He owns that, and that's his digital persona, right? Actually, when we were at this event, his mascot came out, and his mascot is literally a physical version of that monkey on the left. So the mascot was coming out. It was actually pretty funny. They had strippers on stage, and the mascot was dancing with the strippers, and it was just it was a hell of a time. But he's really embraced the Web3 space fully and really leveraging his Bored Ape IP. And the one on the right is Eminem. So Eminem, you could even tell like that's the hats Eminem wears. So he found the perfect ape for him. And did everybody watch the music video that they dropped, at the VMAs? So yeah, these were the characters in there, and that was sort of their entry into the metaverse, right? But they were leveraging real IP, and these monkeys are not cheap, right? I think the floor may be what? $70,000, $80,000. Yeah, they probably paid over 6 figures easy for those monkeys. So it's of course the top community. It's not cheap to get into that community, but if you get into that community, these are the people you're potentially rubbing shoulders with, right? So I know friends who minted Bored Ape at $200, and they're at 8 Fists with Jimmy Fallon and Snoop Dogg and Eminem. I mean, I was there, and we saw some cool people there, and it's like you would never really get to hang out with those kind of people, right? It's really provides an incredible opportunity. So there is also a website called Royal. So this is a website where you can share in the profits of musicians' sales. So it's kind of like splitting royalties with your fans. Everybody know who the Chainsmokers are? Okay, so the Chainsmokers were like the biggest artists to drop an album on Royal. And as you can see here, so they dropped their album on there. You can buy it. If you bought the NFT version of the album, it came with royalties. As you can see here in the blue, they're very low, right? So you can't really see the estimating calculator at the bottom, but you would only make $2.69 if that album streams 300 million times, which you might say, well, that's nothing, right? Which it is nothing. But again, this is sort of like a trial run for celebrities, right? Like this is the first time this stuff has ever been done. You're not going to have them out here doing wild things and giving huge percentages of their work, right? Maybe they're not even allowed to do that, right? So I see this mostly like a trial run, but a glimpse of what the future is going to look like for artists. So you can see that the average sale, there's a secondary market for this, right? So you could go buy for around $100. The lowest, someone's selling one for $89. and there's about 5,000 of them. And yeah, right now the royalty is very low. It's not even 0%. But you could think that maybe there's a day where somebody as big as Chainsmokers or Drake or whoever it may be drops an album on a platform like this and decides to give you 10% or whatever it may be, right? Or just drops his music via NFTs, and if you buy it, you get the full royalties of that song, or you get the commercial rights of a Drake feature or whatever it may be, right? But there's a whole economy building out. Royal is where a lot of these artists are dropping, so they can kind of share the streaming revenue that they get. But again, it's very early. Not a lot of things are happening, but we kind of understand where this is heading, and it's very exciting for artists especially. So there's a whole bunch of cool things happening in music Web3. It's not just regular artists. As we know, AI has been hot lately. There is a few AI music NFT projects. This one's the most popular one. It's called Rap Sounds. They have the biggest community for AI music. So their NFT is AI generated, both the art and the music. If you buy the NFT, it gives you commercial rights to that beat, so you can go and sell that music if you make a song out of it. Same with the collectible, you get access to the community, all these other perks, right? So it's not limited to just songs. It's really, completely open. So next, I want to touch on a community that I'm really connected with through Bundy and Bruce, my guys right here. So I think it's a really powerful story of what Bruce and Bundy were able to do within this community, from them simply buying the NFT and engaging with the people who are in the GOATS community. So real quick, I'm going to pass it to Bundy to briefly share the story with us, and then I'm going to go ahead and play the music video that birthed from that experience.
So what I tell everybody about NFTs is it's more about community than a lot of it, at least for the artist side of it. So I went into this community, I got to know everybody in the community all the way up to the top, to the person who made the actual project. He goes by Dez. And we were trying to figure out how we could bring music into NFTs, because this is about a year ago we did this? So about a year ago, that's when we started looking. So we went in there and we started figuring out like different people in the community, what they did, and we started to shout them out in the song. So we made this whole song around the GOATS community specifically. So like you heard him say, Snoop and M did a song for Bored Apes. It wasn't technically for Bored Apes. They did a song with their Bored Apes. We actually did a song for GOATS community itself. So we did a song, we put it out, they loved it. I got with the owner and I was like, let's do a video. So he paid to bring people down to Tampa. We set up everything. We got a party bus. We went to Top Golf. We did dinner at a nice place and cigar lounge. Yeah. And we went to the cigar lounge and basically had our cameraman follow us around and turn it into a music video with the GOATS there. Well, the GOATS community loved that so much that we wanted to figure out how we could send it to the masses, you know what I'm saying, Web 2, Web 3, whatever we want, So we put out the video, and the community itself helped raise 25 grand at the time when ETH was like 4 grand. And we used that for marketing to push the video over 1 million views. So like, these are the little things. Like, it's not about just making money. Like, we haven't made much off of that at all. That wasn't the point. The point is we got in with the community. They understand our vision. We understand their vision. And now I'm not even a part of, I'm a part of them because I own 20 of them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not a part of GOATS, but now we're working together on pretty much everything we do. So that's what I tell these people, these artists that I talk to, like, get in with the community. Once you figure out the communities and you figure out what people are doing what, it just opens up. It's like another tool. Everybody's like, well, let's just go to Web3. No. It's like, do the stuff you're still doing, your shows, your, linking up with people, artists. This is just another tool to network and find people that are looking for the same vision you got. So.
Cool, thank you. I'm going to play that music video that birthed after that.
Nebula. Shout out to Vince, he'll set it up.
Breaking the mood to choose one, but they got knowledge to move, son. I'm shocking and
song, but that's not the one.
Knowledge.
We the goats, you already know that we the goats. We get some more. Where my goats at? Where my goats at? We the goats, you already know that we the goats. We get some more. Where my goats at? Where my goats at? Feeling fantastic, punter with the pockets number one for infographics. But I want to create a player. Tambo the trait hater. Screaming we don't like ball, but I'm trying to run for mayor. Create a spark with the plug. Bucks with the hugs. Dare's in control, not worried about a rug. Don't even know what I'm speaking. Friday, he killing it way after the weekend. But I'm always sleep, cause I'm an old man who went to bed. Peter Parker with the web. Well, I'm more like Miles, cause Rook loves Dare. Know the floor like I'm Rhino. Soda hit record. Black Pearl Forge. Gas fees is high, Bunny still sweep the floor. You already know that we the goats. We get some more. Where my goats at? Where my goats at? We the greatest of all time. Boy, how you say that NFTs is on my mind? Y'all don't wanna hear that? There's a lot of us. We getting a lot of bucks. We on that open sea. Wave on them, say hi to us. I love to party, party, party. Feeling so gnarly, gnarly, gnarly. Call my wifey Queen, cause she loves to ride my Harley. But I got a different bike, yeah. I'm better than Mike, yeah. Talking about Jordan and Jackson. Jordan passed it to Paxton. He had a nickel, caught in that pickle. I was new, started to triple. Pull up high and I'm socking them, yeah. Carry Kittles. Wasn't till I met a verse, then I made that cheddar burst. Smoke cigars with the ghost, so I gotta get that merch.
So as you guys can see, some really cool things could come out from being a community member. Now, Bundy and Bruce, they don't work for the GOATs, right? They're not on salary. They're simply people who bought the NFTs. They have their certain talents, and the community collectively said, this will be a positive thing for us and our brand, and we should fund this. And together the community decided to give them that money, and with that they created this, and they were able to raise, they were able to get 1 million views on YouTube, right, on this song, right? So think about the amount of eyes that brought to the GOATs community, and this is just one example, right? And I love the story, and I always like when Bunny shares it, but this happens throughout the Web3 space all the time in different ways, where you just hear people get these opportunities that they never really would. And it really is community first, right? I think you hear that a lot in the space, but I think it is true for many communities. And it really is blurring the line between the community and the creator. So somebody may have created the project, but the creations moving forward are more of a collective process. And that's why I think collaboration is just going to absolutely explode in the future. And that's the way it should be. So the next project I want to talk about, because it's right here in Orlando, is with Rebel Music. Rebel Music is an NFT project. Well, I might as well let Vixen talk about it. So if you want to go ahead and pass her the mic.
Come up a little bit here. This is on. Okay, so Rebel Music is a music NFT. It started with myself, Vixen, and Rebel Music. He is a producer out of New York. I met Rebel in 2009. I was a photographer for the music industry in New York City, and we became friends. He was a DJ at the time. We lost contact. My husband joined the military in 2010. We lost contact a little bit And then we got back into contact in 2014 when Rebel joined the military, and we all ended up in Colorado Springs together. And being from the same community, we just connected with each other. He's also from the Caribbean, I'm from the Caribbean. We connected, we became best friends. I became best friends with his wife, and ever since 2014, we've just been family. So I started in Web3 Crypto in late 2020, I want to say. And in late 2020, I started doing Doge. I started, everybody jumps in with something. I started messing with Doge. I was doing stocks, and someone was like, buy some Doge. I'm like, all right, you know what? Doge is 0.00 something. I'll put in and buy some Doge. So I bought some Doge. And as everybody knows that's in crypto, knows what happened with Doge. And that kind of opened the door for me for different things. It opened the door for me for streaming on Twitch, talking about Doge, for working with other projects, community manager, building Discords for NFT projects. And I started there. And from the music side of it, I always loved music. And I know Rebel's passion for it. So about a year and a half ago, I got into this conversation. And I'm like, Rebel, look what's happening. This is the next evolution of things with music. Like, you need to and he's like, yeah, I've been looking at it. Tory Lanez just dropped the NFT. I want to buy it. And I'm like, this is the way you so I walked him through buying Tory Lanez's NFT. From there, we just started laying foundation for the idea for Rebel Music, because he has so many songs, so many catalogs of songs just sitting there. I'm like, okay, well, this is the song. We got we got together, and I'm like, okay, this is what, and so we started to kind of form the team at this point now. So we have our artist that's in Eastern Europe. We have animator that's in Spain, and they're all within the Web3 community. So I tapped into resources of some of the Web3 guys are like, hey, I need an animator, and they recommended this is who you should go to. So we launched Rebel Music NFT. It is 3,305 pieces on the Ethereum blockchain, and it is an animated music NFT. The idea for the animation, the idea for everything came within the team. I don't know if you have it up, if you can, do you have that up?
What?
Kind of show what it looks like.
On OpenSea?
Yeah, it's right there at the top. So you can get an idea of how the animation, the first one.
Oh no, 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 I told you so. I only want a one-time love.
It's all generative. It's all completely generative. So everything is just, all the traits were made and threw into the generator. So we have 10 different backgrounds, 10 different motorcycles. Now you do get utilities that come with it. You get access to the Discord that has a locked area. As long as you have it, you verify, you'll be able to get access to Rebel, access to educational classes that we have in there, access to his network of people that's there. He also does an event in New York City every year. That is your VIP pass into that event. It's called Snow Cone and Rum. So it's a Latin pop song that's on there.
Oh no, 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 don't get confused. 'Cause I'm in charge, I make the calls. I'll let you know, don't just assume. If it's gonna repeat it all, try your hardest to impress me. Oh, this might be just for tonight. Hit the target, make me scream it. If I like it, baby, lo hacemos otra vez.
Mami, yo estoy puesto para darte la noche entera que tú me tienes envuelto. Quiero beberte la bellaquera.
Play the whole thing, or?
No, we don't have to play it. That's it.
All right. Thank you, Vixen.
Thank you.
So we have people right here in Orlando that are building projects, music-related projects. You can come in as an artist and get taught everything, and be a part of a community and get access to studio time and all kinds of things. So really exciting stuff. So if you're wondering what else is happening in music NFTs, well, this is a nice graphic of the entire landscape. So there's avatar projects, there's music fan clubs that are kind of DAOs, which anybody here not familiar with DAOs? So DAOs are they're just online communities that have like a shared bank account, and it's kind of like a different way of coordinating people around certain causes. Yeah. So so there's Web3 music labels, as you can see here. There's streaming platforms, there's collecting groups, there's all sorts of things. So it's bigger than people think, but it's also much smaller than what it's going to be. So there's plenty of opportunity. And there's plenty of opportunity to plug in with some of these communities if you're brand new and just kind of find where you fit in. Also, some pretty exciting news that happened not too long ago in September was there's a music NFT fund. It raised $10 million. It's called Coop Records. So you can see here a $10 million early stage fund investing in the next generation of music. And you might say, well, what's it going to do with that much money, right? So think of Coop Records as a hybrid between Web3 venture fund, a record label, and an incubator, where we work directly with founders, artists to build products which create new revenue streams for these musicians, right? So he's investing in music platforms, tools, and then artists directly that he believes in, instead of them having to go to a record label or, something like that. So he's got a lot of money to deploy, and this is really like the first big music fund I've heard of. So it really is that early. I don't know if there's another one, yeah. So, if you're an artist, there's opportunities like these, and just expect more money like this start to come into the space and fund musicians directly. So this is really the end of it. If you're in music NFTs, there's so much you can do with them. You can launch it as an album. You can launch it as a song. You could just launch beats and sell them and give out the commercial rights. You can record a 10-second feature or soundbite or whatever it may be, right? You can sell tickets. You can sell, there's a website called what's the music video site, Pundi? Is it Mirror? Or there's a website where you can sell your music videos. Or if you're not an artist, you can be a collector, right? Who just maybe likes to collect music or make bets on artists that you think have a bright future. And again, going back to the last thing, which I think is going to explode, is the collaborations. You already see it in the space. People just, collaborating on NFTs, on songs. But really, you're just seeing all sorts of projects provide access to each other so that the founders of those projects could provide more utility to their holders, right? And sometimes the projects aren't even related, but you can still provide a different experience. So the creator and ownership economy is here, and I hope this was a good kind of explainer for everybody. Thank you. And I think Ari is going to come back up.
I'm here. Are we mic'd up? Are we good to go? Can you guys hear me all right? Yep. All right, cool. So moving along, just to tell you guys a little bit about me, like I said, my name is Ari. I'm a local artist relations specialist in the area, and that has a bunch of different things that I could talk about. But primarily, I'm an educator and an advocate for independent musicians and young professionals. And moving forward in this event, we're going to have a listening session. So I'm super excited about that. I don't know if we have gotten any of the submissions going yet. So depending on who we're going to have tally those are going to be $5 a piece. There's going to be a feedback session running along with that. And so, yeah, I'm going to talk to Vixen about how we're going to coordinate that and come talk to you guys again. So, cool.
Don't be afraid to play your music if you got some.
Okay, you said entrance?
Or you tell them that you got to take an intermission.
Really? What's another song? Because it'll play a different one.
Put up Sword on YouTube.
Sword?
Yeah, it's a different type of vibe.
Sword what?
Sword, S-O-A-R.
Oh, Sword? By who?
Bruce.
Bruce?
This is one of my favorite songs, bro. Because it's different. It's different. It's that one, yeah.
With Shopify's mobile app, you can handle your business anywhere. Add and edit products. Refresh your online store.
Sometimes life ain't easy. You have to believe in yourself and never back down. Put your feet on the clouds. I know you want more. You tell me what you're fighting for. Spread your arms wide open and soar.
Even if you have no wings, you gotta find a way to fly. The sun will shine even in the darkest times. Just follow the sunlight that's right there in front of you, and your dark shadow will fall in line. I'm here to walk that walk with you, talk that talk with you. I'm here to listen and hop on a call with you. If you run, I run. If you bike, I bike. Even if you ride the bus, just save a seat for me. You wanna be driving in that cool whip with the cherry top down, stepping in them new kicks. Yeah, you got that new drip, selfie mode, new pics. Show me how you do it. Show me how you do it. Oh, you have to wanna soar and not be grounded. Your heartbeat pounding. If you miss your shot, I'm there to rebound it. Love is surrounding you. I said love is surrounding you.
You have to believe in yourself and never back down. Put your feet on the clouds. I know you want more. You tell me what you're fighting for. Spread your arms wide open and soar.
Every day you wake up, well, you got a choice. You can sit in silence or use your voice. If you never shoot, then you'll never score. But if you pass the rock, you can truly soar. Show respect to all those who came before and own the fact.
Excuse me, everybody. Excuse me, if I could get your attention real quick. So I'm really rude. I ended the presentation. I didn't ask if there was any questions or thoughts, if anybody wanted to discuss anything. Yes.
Everything? Oh. I've been trying to track the royalty space and everything, and as I understand, royalties were only enforceable from the marketplaces recently, and then we had like the dark, I don't even call them the dark web, or the dark marketplaces that, you know, subverted or were kind of a loophole around the royalties.
Yeah.
And then I just heard that now people are baking royalties into their smart contracts. So I was wondering if you could address, like, if you could shine some light on the smart contracts and why are they different than they were before? You know, what technology has led to the ability to integrate a royalty fee into the smart contract that wasn't there before?
That's such a good question. I'm really glad you brought that up because I totally glanced over the whole royalty side, which is extremely exciting for artists, right? Because it's a completely new way to make money. So one of the things that got artists really excited about the NFT space, and Snoop Dogg talks about this, about why he acquired Death Row Records, is because, as Paul was saying, one of the exciting things about selling NFTs as an artist or musician is that you make a percentage off every secondary sale. So if I sell a music NFT and Bundy buys it and sells it to Bearded, I get a royalty on that. And if Bearded sells it, I get a royalty on that. And that goes on forever, right? So you're forever going to get a royalty on your work, which is something that artists have never, you know, it's not been possible before. So what's happened recently, though, is that even me and a lot of us who've been in the space for so long, we believed that the royalties were baked into the smart contracts, which is, you know, sort of the contract that creates the NFTs, right, and facilitates it. We found out the hard way that actually that is not the truth. The marketplaces were the ones that were allowing artists to turn on royalties and place a percentage. And once this platform called SudoSwap came out, and they kind of interrupted that whole thing because they came out and said 0 royalties. and as an artist, you couldn't even put on royalties. So it was the first time anybody in the community in Web3 realized, oh shit, these royalties are now baked in, and it's really at the marketplace level, right? So, but there's been a huge uproar, and artists have fought back together. They've really just protested, right? Because a bunch of people were starting to sell their NFTs on the 0% marketplace. So that means artists weren't making their royalties. And again, they fought back, and there was a whole thing about it. But again, the marketplaces like OpenSea, which is the largest NFT marketplace in the world, and began to explore, well, how can we help, artists enforce these royalties when there's other alternatives? Like, why would collectors and sellers decide to pay a royalty when now there's platforms that exist where you don't have to?
So explain that.
Yeah.
So basically, like, when I sell an NFT to you,
talk to the mic.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah.
So when I sell an NFT to you, you collect the royalty. No.
If you're the artist,
I'm the artist.
you sell it to me,
Sell
it goes to
and
you.
then you sell it to somebody else.
Yeah.
And you collect royalties. So the biggest thing in Web3 is we're focusing on the artist, rather it be
Yeah.
artists, musicians, whatever. So the whole point people were moving into Web3 is so that they could get everything they deserve moving forward. So like, think about the Mona Lisa. When the Mona Lisa sells, that doesn't go back to whoever painted the Mona Lisa. They don't get a cut of that. You know what I'm saying? But now, when you sell your art, you can get a cut from it.
Yeah.
So when they shifted it to where it was no royalties, it was like a slap in the face.
Yeah.
So that's why they adapted.
Yeah.
To put the royalties in the contract.
Yeah. Because
What's the difference in the contracts now? Like, what's the
so
just the lines.
nothing was ever baked in the contract,
Yeah,
and it isn't still baked in the contract.
It's still on the marketplace side.
It's all on open. It's the marketplaces that decide that once you sell something on that marketplace, you can put a royalty on it. But you can simply avoid that by just selling it on a different marketplace, right?
Cap at 10, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let me touch on that. So what artists are doing, besides the marketplaces doing things to encourage people to go to those marketplaces where you pay royalties, artists are blacklisting certain marketplaces in the contract. So the marketplaces that are not enforcing royalties for creators, if I'm an artist and I'm selling music, in the contract, I bake it into where you cannot sell this NFT on that marketplace. So for example, SudoSwap, which is the one where they kind of started the whole zero royalties thing. As an artist, I would put it in my contract, you can't sell on SudoSwap, so that you have to pay my royalties, right? So then you're forced to go sell my NFT. If you want to sell my NFT for money or whatever, because you need liquidity, whatever reason, if you need to sell and you want to sell it, you're now forced to go to the marketplaces that enforce royalties, which then makes money go back to the artists, which is why the hell they came. One of the primary reasons they came to NFTs in the first place, and then they kind of got ripped from under them. But this is a segue of blacklisting places that are not enforcing that. But I think in the end, this is purely on my opinion, I think the way royalties is going to end up is that it's going to become optional, which is it's already optional. But the way creators are going to entice collectors and traders to pay royalties is by essentially providing those that do pay royalties extra utility, right? So if you buy my NFT and my roadmap says this, and this, right, that you're going to get down the line, if you don't pay the royalties, that future utility is voided, right? So.
So yeah, so he's absolutely correct. So I'm a degen on like multiple chains, and so Solana actually has this enforceable. So say you have a staking utility that earns you tokens or whatever, or the utilities you get free access to concerts or whatnot. They have a way to where they know if you paid the royalty or not, and you can take that utility away from the holder.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be able to stake it to get the rewards, or they'll know that they didn't pay the royalty to have access to the whatever you know, whether it be a show or whether it be a game or whatever's tied to that utility. Solana right now has an option to take that away. There is a contract that this guy Gabriel, he's like one of the big names in the gaming NFT space. His company Limit Break has a royalty enforceable contract, but it falls back on the marketplace to use his contract. It's open source. He's going to let anybody use it, but it's going to fall on OpenSea and Sudo and all these other marketplaces if they allow that contract to be listed on their marketplace. So there is a solution, but it's still in the hands of the marketplaces at the moment.
Yeah, so right, but all the solutions sacrifice something. So it sacrifices the centralization or something, you know. There's no perfect solution that has been done yet, but he said it perfectly, right? Like if you don't pay the royalty, you don't come on my show, you don't get access to this future NFT that I'm partnered up with, or whatever it may be, right? So if you still want to trade it and you want to make max profits and you don't want to support artists, you can go right ahead. But if you're there because you want to be part of my community and you want all the perks, then you got to make sure to pay your royalties, right? So I think we're going to, in the end, going to be able to keep a majority of royalties for creators. At least I think most of the space wants that, right? Like we don't mind paying the extra 2.5%, 5%. Some artists have a pretty large royalty percentage cut, 10%. And some people think that's a lot, which I kind of agree. I think that
5 is about what?
5 or below. It's like 2.5 to 5 seems to be the sweet spot for creators, where most people just don't mind paying that because we want creators to continue to create. And, you know, with this future, it's sort of like as the artist continues, they get paid with their continued growth, right, with this kind of royalty thing. So great question, and I totally missed that for any creators before. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so follow-up question to that. So you talk about the ability to stake the NFT in exchange for royalties, and then the royalty being shared with the buyer. Because I was researching that and the ability to, like, you buy my NFT, and now if you sell it, you also have a portion of the royalty as the buyer.
Yeah. So that's something that some projects are testing out. When you think about what that actually is, it kind of sounds like a security, right? So I'm basically saying, lock up this asset, and you're going to get paid a dividend, right? Sounds a lot like a stock, right? So a lot of projects have avoided going down that route for that particular reason, because there's really no regulation on any of this either, right? And I think a lot of that's going to come out at some point this year. I think Joe Biden just released some updates on that, like earlier this week, actually. So, but some projects are trying it. So if I staking is essentially just locking up your NFT because the project doesn't want you to sell it, right? But for you to lock it up, they got to provide you some sort of reward, some utility, right? So if you own an NFT and you stake it, the longer you lock it up, the more rewards you get, right? And those rewards can be anything. But some projects are paying you in cryptocurrency directly. So they'll say, stake your NFT and you'll get paid this much crypto a month. And like I said, that sounds a lot like a security. A lot of projects avoid that.
But it can't be done. Think about Bored Ape. That's the thing. Like, we're such in a gray area that nobody really knows what the real law is. So it's like, go by the Howey test. If anybody knows what the Howey
I guess the unique part to this one was, like, if you had a bunch of influencers, you could give them your NFT for free, right? Like, to promote it. And then when it resold, you would earn royalties in perpetuity as the person that I guess
created the project.
Well, not created the project, but bought the project. So like you're
saying
the
on
creator,
that particular NFT.
Yeah,
okay,
you're the creator. I'm the influencer. You
you
give it to me. I stake it, and I get a royalty when I sell it and when it's sold on continuously in perpetuity.
Okay, yeah. So that's if you mint the project, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be the person who minted it, right? Because you're rewarding the first people to show up, right?
So you're saying, like, influence, you give it to her, like, because Paris Hilton or whoever was getting in trouble because she didn't announce that she got the NFT as payment.
What he's saying is that I've seen that happen as well. So projects will entice people to mint their project by saying, hey, listen, if you mint our project, if you don't know what mint means, is you're the first person to buy that NFT and put it on the blockchain, right? So if you come and you're the first person to do it, anytime that specific NFT that you bought and minted gets sold, you will get paid that royalty in perpetuity.
Yep.
Right. So that's what you're saying, right?
Yep.
I have seen some projects say that. It's a fine line again, but yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Project that's gaming related. They're actually from Tampa, and their loophole how they're getting around it is as long as you're not giving it to them directly. I'm not a lawyer, so don't take it.
This is not financial advice or law.
I'm not a lawyer, but how they said they're getting around it is basically something similar, but they only did it for like out of the 5,000, maybe there was like 50 of them. If you minted this specific one, every time that one got sold, you got a percentage of the royalties forever, the person who minted it. But how they're legally getting around, how they said they're legally getting around it, is they're putting it like in like a storage to where it just builds up, and then you physically have to claim it. So they're not giving it to you directly.
'Cause you have to do
you
something,
claiming
right?
it
Yeah. That's how they
is
get
the
around it.
loophole around supposedly the legal. Their lawyer, he said he had lawyers look into it.
Oh, yeah.
Is the loophole on how to like issue a reward without being considered a security is the whole you claiming it aspect of that, and not issue it directly.
Yeah.
You gotta pay the gas too.
And you got to pay the
Yeah.
gas. But
They're saying as long as you
but
make
they'll
the
probably
holders
end
do
up
it.
closing these loopholes down eventually. But currently, supposedly, that's a way to do it.
So maybe that's the workaround. We don't know. Everything is like a gray area right now. You know, yeah, that's a great question. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at in this phase. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else have any thoughts or questions about NFTs or music and anything? No? Sure. Yeah. And also, fellow MFer, I was a MFer holder for a while.
Once always, once and always. I don't have any OG MFers anymore. I gave away or sold them all, but I'm a dummy. I don't know. I don't care. For me, it's a community, right? It's about the people, and I'll give you something way more than I should, in hopes that you're not going to just undercut it. And one guy did, and that led to MFers kind of shunning me, right? So they showed me the door, but then I left MFer Island, and I discovered the rest of it. I discovered Web3. I met Web3 Elizabeth, who discovered. I mean, it was nuts, right? So anyway, this isn't about me though. This is about my question, which was, music. I have a buddy who's a music producer. It's so cool. We played music back in the day. We parted ways. All of a sudden, we come back. He's a music producer now. He's my drummer. We're loving it. Anyway. Everyone always talks about tokenizing artists, right? And it's super easy to do. It's not hard. I mean, anybody can mint $40 gas right now. By the way, if you want to mint tokens or deploy your own ERC20s, follow me on Twitch. I'll show you guys how. It's super easy. Just use wizard.openzeppelin.com, and then just that literally opens in a remix, and then you connect to MetaMask, and you're good. $40 in gas. It's only going to be more expensive because in the future, the network it's a bear market, right? So network is very, very dull. So the proof of stake shift did nothing in terms of pay for. I'm ranting at this point, but sorry, I love this stuff so much. My question is, the idea, and it's a super easy concept to tokenize somebody, and then basically give them different access based on the percentage of the token they own. ERC20 would be the easiest way to do this. But like, if it's so easy, why isn't everybody doing it? Because I'll do it. I'm gonna do it soon. But like, why isn't everybody just doing this? Tokenize yourself, and then just kind of go from there.
Most people don't want to put in the work.
You know,
that's a good point.
I ask that question all the time.
It's like,
yeah.
I ask Spotty all the time. I'm like, Spotty, you've absolutely Spotty Wi-Fi. He's like the biggest.
I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody.
You missed the beginning.
Yeah,
where
sorry.
I went through Spotty's career as a music NFT artist.
I'll have to catch it later. You recorded? Is it recorded?
Yeah, they're recording.
Yes. All right. Cool.
So, if you don't know Spotty and you want to know about music NFT, he's really laid out the blueprint. But I've asked him on Spaces. I ask him in person all the time. I'm like, why aren't more musicians going this route? Like you've killed it. Like you literally went from nobody to making a good living off of this, opening up for Snoop. Like, why isn't this happening? And nobody knows. It's just so early. And again, there's a lot of risks in crypto. You know, the media doesn't do a good job of it, but
they actively tank it, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't want us to own crypto. They want it to be scary. I remember my credit card company. I have USAA. I love USAA, but they blocked my card because I bought 4 ledgers because I realized I have a referral code, and you can just get free Bitcoin. And if you just redeem it and then just set it aside and forget for a few years, you have thousands of dollars, So anyway, I did that, and because it's a France company, my USA, they blocked me. So I called them, and I was like, what's the deal? And I was like, I was trying to buy a crypto wallet, and it blocked me. And the guy was like, oh, crypto. And I was like, hold on. Wait a second, right? And I was like, you weren't expecting this, but like, this is really good. This is really positive. Everyone should have a ledger. I brought mine with me. I have 4 of them.
How much is on it?
Nothing. I mean, this is the one that actually has. Never mind. But this one has nothing on it. But
we know where the ledge is at tonight.
This one's cheesepizza.eth. If anybody wants to check it out.
This is what you don't do.
Yeah, don't do what I'm doing. I'm gonna go. Take care, guys. No, this one doesn't have much. I mean, it's MFR derivatives and like art my friends make. That's all I own now. Like I literally just own the stuff that my friends make. Yeah. But that's the best part. I mean.
Well, let's ask some people who are in the music industry. Like, what are you hearing in terms of objections from artists going down this route? Why do you think this is not happening? Like, you guys probably have a better perspective. Ari, Bundy.
I told you what it was for me. People don't want to put in the work. It's like, it's a new tool that you have to learn. You know what I'm saying? And people don't want to learn it. It's not easy. We're at a place where we're so early that it's complicated. Even for me and you, I've been in the game 2 years and I don't understand half this shit sometimes. You know, so it's like,
it's a lot.
So it's like, people don't want to put it. They don't. The problem is with the artists that I talk to is, they think I'm trying to get them to completely come over here and forget about everything over here. No, this is a tool. This is a tool. This will complement everything you're doing. It will open up your network so much wider. I've met some of the smartest people in my life in this space, and they may not know a lot about, you know, exactly what I'm doing with music, but their friends know, and then their friends know, and you just literally open up this huge community that you would have never, ever, ever met. I would have never met these people in my life without the Twitter spaces and doing this music stuff. So, me, it's the hard work.
I agree.
It's just like regular artists, and they don't want to put in the work. They think everything happens overnight because there's these fake stories that people blow up overnight. That's not the truth. Yeah. This guy's been working for 10 years in the dark. Right. 10 years in the dark, and now he comes out, everybody thinks, oh, he did this shit overnight. It's not how it works, you know? So that's the problem I have with most of the artists I do. Nobody wants to learn anything new. It's like trying to teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah. They're also the creator, so I try to be sympathetic and try to do my part of trying to make things sound, you know, simpler and accessible, and just show them that, you know, it's not as scary as it has as you think it is, and we can help you. I'd love to hear from Lee and Ari. I think your response on Twitter Spaces when I asked you the other day was great, and I'd love everybody to hear that feedback.
I mean, I think piggybacking, honestly, off of him, I think it's easy to say that artists are lazy and they don't want to learn anything. And I think that there's a lot of truth in that, right? But I think there's also a lot of truth in the fact that a lot of independent artists now don't have teams. They are the graphic designer. They are the mixer. Yeah. I agree.
This is how you build a team.
I agree. I agree. And I think that if you can come at that angle with people, because once you kind of open the door to avenues of support, because a lot of people in like the local one-on-one space who are trying to get on, you're dealing with people who, it's a lot of shady business. You don't know where, if it's true support or not. You don't know whether you can be genuine with this person or if you can't. So I think presenting it in that way as an alternative to that you know, is kind of like imprinted on it initially, is really cool. And I think that it really hasn't done that. What I had talked about on the space is that for a lot of people, I think it can be intimidating because it's like a tech bro kind of space. And that's the idea that people have of it. Not that that's necessarily the truth, but that's the way that people look at it. So it can be daunting to come into. But I think at the basis of it, a lot of musicians are overwhelmed. Point blank, period. They're doing a lot of work. They're doing the labor of 5 or 6 person team with half of the skill set because they care about something. So no, they're not focused on learning something completely new when they're like, I have to do all of these different things. But if they do have people who can, you know, give them a different kind of perspective on it and usher in that fact that this is the way that you can help, that you can find people to put you on to that kind of stuff, that can open the doors more. But I think the resounding theme is that Web3 and crypto and all of these things are still in their infancy. But I think it's cool that we're able to be in the spaces where, you know, we're able to be a part of like what the, you know, what is that? Maturation? Is that a word? Maturity? Maturation? Okay, the maturation of the space. I think it's really cool that we can be a part of that now. Yeah.
I think she brings up an important point, right? Like, the mass adoption is not ready.
That's one of the problems I have with a lot of these artists, that they don't think they need a team. And not everybody, I'm not throwing it out there like this, but this is why me and him mesh so well, is because he gets to do a lot of the artist stuff when I get to do other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And in this space, I've been able to do so much more, which means I can relay back to him to do so much more. And he doesn't have to fully, like I said, it's another tool. It's like, instead of going to this show for the night, you're coming over here to this show. It's no different. So I'm a huge, huge, huge fan, and you need a team if you're an artist. You cannot do
Man, I have, so I'm in the process of writing a book, and kind of like one of the tenets of it is that creation in general, but music specifically, is a machine. Right, so like with any project, whatever you do, and especially as an artist, there's a lot of moving parts. And I think it's really important. I'm a jack of all trades, a Swiss Army knife, and I love being that. But it's super important for people to have those specializations and those experts who can bring in and just bring different perspectives and make sure that things are fully well-rounded. I feel like that is lost on a lot of people, is having well-rounded just things in general, plans, ideas, structure, organization. But yeah,
no, I think that's a great little dialogue there.
While I have common sense, right?
Common sense ain't so common, huh?
Really quick, if you do want to submit music, you can go to the front to my girl Lyric. There's a Cash App, and then they need to give their music to you, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So while we are having these glorious conversations, make sure that if you're interested in that, you go and talk to her and talk to Sir Punk. Do you guys have any music that you guys are gonna be?
We have a ton of music that we'll be playing.
Okay.
But yes, we encourage everybody to put your songs in. And if you want to get in the metaverse, anybody here never been in the metaverse? Ooh.
Very excited.
MFer never been in the metaverse.
Matter of fact.
Okay. All right. Well, tonight's your lucky night.
Indeed, bro. Indeed.
We have the Oculus in the other room. You can go in there right now and try it on. Vixen will be in there. She will assist you.
So we are currently on what?
Yes. So you don't get lost. She'll be your guide. All right. You don't.
You're 100%.
Yes, that's exactly right.
It's a lot.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we're doing this.
It's like trying to teach your grandma how to use a computer, and she was born in the 50s.
Exactly.
That's all it is. See, she just took her getting past the cognitive dissonance. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They need that push.
And we know artists love to do what they do, which is create music. And maybe they're like, I don't want to deal with how do I open up a crypto wallet?
I gotta be on the computer. And
Yeah,
do that?
like
What?
I get
you
it.
make beats on the computer. You do this on the computer. What are we talking about? Yeah.
And it's a very clunky process, but you know, as time goes on, I think it'll get easier, and we'll definitely see that wave.
I have a question about so music is not my business, right? I'm a sculptor, but I play guitar. I played since I was a kid.
Okay.
So as someone who just creates music, right? For someone like me who is in the NFT space, who, you know, I digitize my glass, like that's my thing. But like what is in it for someone like me who is just like a music hobbyist, right? Like I love collecting NFTs. I love what NFTs are about. But like if I were to create a music NFT, right, of maybe just a recording, is there something in the space for hobbyists or creators that like people can know about? Or is it just more of a marketing side that people can use for commercials? Like what is in it to push the NFT for someone like me to get more people in the space?
Okay. Good question. Okay, so just to make sure I understand your question correctly, like for somebody who doesn't have a large following, is a hobbyist with music, how do you get yourself out there, or what is?
Well, what is my, I guess I mean, I think I'm asking this question, right, for anyone who also looks at this video, right? Because like I love NFT. I think they're the bee's knees, right? But why would I create it, right? Why would I create an NFT? Like, what's gonna draw me into the space? Because, you know, what is my initial gathering, right? Like, I see you doing some cool stuff with it, right? It's like, ooh, I want to do that. But what is my draw if I'm really not in the business side of things? What is my draw to NFTs?
So when you sculpt, do you record yourself sculpting?
Yes.
Why not play the music behind it just to have that little extra?
Awesome.
That's it. It's that simple.
Awesome.
That's it. It's that simple.
Awesome. I actually didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But you see where my question's going, right?
Yeah,
It's
like,
awesome.
It's really that easy. You got to think about music. It's literally everywhere. Every store you walk into, every gas station at the pump, there's playing music. You can literally use it for anything. And for you, it'd be perfect. You doing your sculpting with you playing yours. I mean, you don't have to show yourself playing. You
Right.
can use the music in the background.
Very
You can
cool.
Put that like, I produced this music as well. That's another skill that you have.
That's cool. No, thank you. I wouldn't have thought of that. I'd have been like, you know, because I'm only thinking about it in the way that music,
Right.
it's just one NFT. Or like my sculpture is one NFT. Or it's like, you know, me doing a backflip is one NFT.
Yep.
Like whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's cool combining it. Like that's
And
really
the
cool.
thing, like we're not changing a whole lot of stuff from Web 2. This stuff's already been done. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
Like, keep using some of the Web 2 stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
People seem to forget like we're not trying to take over the world right now in Web 3. Like we need some of this Web 2 stuff still because we're so early. So keep using. I hate when people are like, I need to be super decentralized. Yes, eventually I hope we get there. But right now, we need this Web 2 stuff.
Yeah.
To get in. A perfect example is like just play music behind it.
That's really cool though. That's really cool. Yeah, thank you. I just figured I'd ask. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, and that's where the explosion in collaborating happens, because if you're a musician, your NFT needs a piece of art on it.
Yep.
So what do? You reach out to another artist who says, hey, throw your art on as the cover of my music NFT, and vice versa, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, like say you didn't do music, but you love music, and you wanted to have something behind it. You could hit us up. We could send you a beat. We could work together. Collab.
Yeah, like I just started digitizing glass, so like let's partner up. Let's do something cool.
There we go.
Let's do some big shit.
Yeah, I'm with it. Sure. Exactly.
Yep.
Right. We
Yep.
combine you. I bring yours, even though they're two completely different things. Some of my artists would love to see. You said you blow glass. Is that what? Yeah. I would love that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because it's not music doesn't mean that people aren't still gonna enjoy what you're putting out.
Right.
Yeah.
So collabing with other people, I get into your network, you get into mine. Maybe we find some other people that do the same shit where they like music, and now you're collabing with him too. Yeah. Now you get in his brand. Community. The biggest thing in this space, I'm gonna say it over and over and over again. Community.
For sure.
People put that not at the top.
I don't know if
it
it's
needs
on.
to be at the top.
Yeah, and that's my thing, right? Is like I started what's called the Sketch Sculpt and Sell Glass Blowing Mastery course, right? But through that, I collaborate with multiple pipe makers, sculptors, and my goal is to have like a metaverse gallery, right? But it's how do I partner up and how do we all, because it's so small, right? How do we like manage to grow it bigger?
Yeah.
And so I think it's pretty sick, right? Like that's a cool idea, and I'd like to talk with you more on it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And that's one of the reasons we do events like this, right? To connect, to see what people are working on, to see how we can work together on certain projects, and just create more fun shit together.
Yeah, we know this isn't gonna happen overnight. The mass adoption is not here yet. There's too much weird shit going on in this space. So if we can pull in one person at a time just to start growing and teaching people, this is what we're here for. So
yeah, exactly. Any last questions, thoughts? All right, cool. Well, reminder, put your music in. We'll be playing some of that in a minute, and then we'll just hang out in the meantime. Thank you.
cool.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where'd you send it? Twitter?
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Enjoy the intermission. Soon we will start submissions of music.
Yes. Let me play the song and
do it. He said immediately, no, he said that.
Reaganomics. Let me see. The video's not really loading.
Good. Because you got to rob and get Richard Reagan. Running a strange program,
Hey, PJ? Can I play a music video on the screen? Yeah, it's good. This is a good video.
I mean, more poor and disenfranchised folks than this place has ever seen. See, they try to put this shit off like it don't exist. Meanwhile, the rich get richer and the poor don't get a fucking thing.
When you live by your instincts, the jungle seems fair. You spend your life trapped in these project hallways where people don't care. Cause everybody but rich people don't have our problems. They won't know unless we rob. Reaganomics got me pulling on my bootstraps. Swear to God I'll stop robbing when my loot's stacked.
Once upon a time, in a land called Jersey, there lived these two kids who was thirsty. One was named Slim, he was worse than broke. Stayed with a jacked up fade, his homeboy Jim, who would slap your boy. They were straight savages, too poor for pistols, so they ran with shit. Losers boosting juices in the planting chips. Banned from every bodega, hunger make a man grow desperate. Start plotting on popping them a Lexus. We gon' get paper. The vapors in his nostrils, Slim granddad a copy, saw his Glock once. He be dozing off, dog, we can get it. I dare, reefer, Senate, slide there. If we can get this ride, fam, we be reppin'. Went and snatched the burn out the closet all night, looking for a target. Up in Central Park, it's dark in the winter. White lady, keys jingling, Slim pulled the heat, trembling, squeezed in the
When
scene.
you live by your instincts, the jungle seems fair. You spend your life trapped in these project hallways where people don't care. Cause everybody but rich people don't have our problems. They won't know unless we rob. Reaganomics got me pulling on my bootstraps. Swear to God I'll stop robbing when my loot's stacked.
We're still in the slums, but this time Jamaica, a little naughty head boy named Jacob. He would watch the planes in the sky of the people going foreign. Icebox bear, so he yam pun orange, teething out the market. Running from authorities, bumped into this man, said, pardon me. Father me no want be a gangster shotter. But if men don't teeth, I die, we have nothing to eat. And for you to come walking through my hellhole, tick money, fat belly, talking by a cell phone, disgust me. Where you from, Kansas? Never heard of that. Your camera ain't deserving of your ownership. I work with that. A pittance to you could feed I and I for 3 months. Little trinkets mean much in the ghetto. We just pray, Jah deliver me from poverty and forgive me roughly for your property. This my last
When
problem.
you live by your instincts, the jungle seems fair. You spend your life trapped in these project hallways where people don't care. Cause everybody but rich people don't have our problems. They won't know unless we rob. Reaganomics got me pulling on my bootstraps. Swear to God I'll stop robbing when my loot's stacked.
In downtown Manhattan, where stocks get trade off, there lived this old man named Madoff. Stock market king came from Queens. For Rockaway, his top was gray, $1 million smile with a dream. He ran a hedge fund for rich people. He even wrote the rule book, was cool, but he had a little secret. He would just keep it. And send your fake statements like your stock's up and you ain't really make shit, cause you ain't really pay attention to the basics, y'all. Thanking Uncle Bernie for the free lunch you paid him for. Ran the SEC, sat as chairman of the board. A cop and a crook committing fraud. Then his sons turned him in and he said that he's sorry, cause he was just a poor kid eating all the pork y'all discarded from your fridge. Cook the books and
kid from your fridge, cook the books and rate. The salaries of millionaires, Bilderbergs, and charities.
Come here, baby.
Sexy motherfucker.
We need to talk about things. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you eat. I might cook for you. See.
I'm digging you. Make me believe that your love is one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling. All day long. Your love, goes on and on. Give me a all day long. I'll give you anything you want from me. Anything you want, anything you need, anything you so desire. Ooh, I'll give you anything you want from me. Anything you want, anything you need, anything you so desire. Anything, 'cause your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give all day long. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long.
There you go. There you go. Okay. Okay. So why did you want to come to this space? Yeah. Yeah. So you're creating that by hand. Okay, so you said you go to the galleries and you show this type of art, people buy it, like, or like, okay.
first wave. Oh, that's so the secret.
IRS is accepting returns.
There you go. I like it.
Snap your W-2 and file Fed and state free. Simple tax returns only. See if you qualify.
Any nice sales?
I'm outside in an AMG. Let us sign.
Yeah. I mean, you are part of our netting, so we can probably throw your shit in for free,
All I need is brown. Gotta watch the time. Flying right now. I'm outside in an AMG. Let us sign. Two-time baby. All I need is brown. Gotta watch the time. I just called a shorty off a Insta. Put you on the video, it's a pressure. Waited, I've been living off intentional. I'm just trying to make it to the end, you know. Certain things just started getting pissed off.
Yeah, why not? Can you make it into a gallery where it just goes one to the next to the next? Also, that would be a great
rather see my heart turn pissed off.
I'm right now.
Right now, I'm stuck inside a prison. Soon as I get up, I'm about to pop up on your phone. I'm outside in the AMG, right outside. Two-time baby girl, you know me. All the niggas wild. Gotta watch the time. Two-time baby girl, you know me.
I'm outside and what, like November?
won't get out of the way. No, just as I need you. When I see potential, I just gotta see it through. If you had a twin, I would still choose you. I don't wanna rush into it if it's too soon, but I know we need to get done. Sorry if I'm way less friendly. I spilled all my emotions tonight, I'm sorry. Rolling. How many more shots until you're rolling? We just need face to face. We can pick the time and the place. You will spend some time away. Now you need to forward with me all the way. Yeah. Hey, feeling young, but they treat me like the OG. And they want the T on me, I swear these bitches nosy. Said he put some money on my head, I guess we gon' see. I won't put no money on this shit, my niggas owe me. I gotta be single for a while, you can't control me. Uno, those traits in a race, they can't hold me. And I show my face in the case, so you know it's me. Imitation isn't flattery, it's just annoying me. And I'm too about it. And the dirt that they threw on my name turned to soil, and I grew about it. Time for y'all to figure out what y'all gon' do about it. Big wheels keep rolling. I'm outside, 29, G5, seaside. I've been losing friends and finding peace. But honestly, that sounds like a fair trade to me. If I ever heard one, and I'm still here outside, front line, south side. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. Look, don't invite me over if you throw another pretty party. Looking back, it's hard to tell you where I started. I don't know who loved me, but I know that it ain't everybody. I can never love her, she a busybody. Baby, if you want me, can't be turning up with everybody. Nah, can't be fucking on this anybody. Yeah, I got feelings for you, that's the thing about it. Yeah, you know that it's something when I sing about it. Yeah, mama used to be on disability, but gave me this ability. And now she walking with her head high and her back straight. I don't think you feeling me, I'm out here being everything they said I wouldn't be, it couldn't be. I don't know what happened to them guys that said they would be. I said, see you at the top and they misunderstood me. I hold no resentment in my heart, that's that maturity. And we don't keep it on us anymore, it's with security. I'm outside, 29, G5, seaside. I've been losing friends and finding peace. But honestly, that sounds like a fair trade to me. If I ever heard one, and I'm still here outside, front line, south side. I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sounds like a fair trade to me.
Rolling 80 wheels and it'll save you. Gotta roll over to you, gotta give her release. Spread your legs downtown, so I'm going out to eat. Hit the raw sounds when I rock, I be sweet. I'ma roll on them forever, let her roll on me. Split this one down the middle, wake up in harmony.
Eclipse. Don't close your eyes to get away. Just make my line and I'll arrange it. Beautiful girl, you're stainless. You'll be fine, I'll be painless. Yeah. All I'm drinking is champagne. Oh
gas, an apartment, put you inside a G-Class. That's just a starter kit. Plenty things count in life, but none of them is the thought of it. New piece around my neck is chess games. Cause shorty stay with calculated moves like Beth Harmon. Swear I'm more Purple Rain Prince than Prince Charming. Disappointment, I stay expecting it. The pessimist, gold medalists, flush the magnums just so they not collecting my specimens. Damn.
Site security is a never-ending commitment. Who's looking out for yours? I'm talking about enterprise-grade security built into your site and fully managed for you. So you take care of business. Security's on Wix.
My bootstraps. Swear to God, I'll stop robbing with my loot stack.
Ponzi scheme, the SEC.
Bernard Madoff busted after investigators say he conned investors out of
billion with a capital B dollars.
Yes, sir. Man, look. They don't even know who I am
Cryptocurrency,
yet, right?
which you have been very negative about, calling it rat poison. You hated the success of Bitcoin.
It's an ideal currency if you want to commit extortion or kidnapping or have a protection racket or something.
I'm on the block, sick with it, looking like chicken pox. Last name Whip, stock going up, and I ain't tripping. I ain't bullshitting, I'm a crypto punk, you a crypto kid.
Meanwhile, the rich get richer and poor don't get a fucking thing.
On most vacations, you take
by
a trip,
your
but
instincts with jungle
you'll take a
scenes
journey you've never heard of.
You spend your life
Experience
trapped
things so
in these project
extraordinary
hallways
from
where
the
people
inspired
don't
to the inspired, the humble to
Cause
the truly
everybody
humble.
but rich people
Where people
don't
come to
have
learn,
our
love,
problems.
connect,
They won't
and
know
contribute.
that's me wrong. Economics got me pulling on my bootstraps. Swear to God, I'll stop robbing when my loot stack.
Once upon a time, in a land called
Houston broke. Stayed with the jacked up fade, his homeboy Jim, who was slapped your boy. They were straight savages. Too poor for pistols, so they ran with shit. Losers boosting juices in the planting chips. Banned from every bodega. Hunger make a man grow desperate. Start plotting on popping them a Lexus. We gon' get paper. The vapors in his nostrils, slim granddad, a copy saw his Glock once. He be dozing off, dog, we can get it. I dare, reefers in it, slide there. If we can get this ride, fam, we be reppin'. Went and snatched the burn out the closet all night looking for a target. Up in Central Park, it's dark in the winter. White lady, keys jingling, slim pull the heat trembling, squeeze and see
instincts, the jungle seems giving no passion. You spend your life trapped in these project hallways where people don't have determination. That's money, cause everybody and we all know people don't have our problems. We don't know us, I'm sorry, I don't need no family pulling on my bootstraps. Swear to God, I'll stop robbing when my loot's stacked.
We're still in the slums, but this time Jamaica, little naughty head boy named Jacob. He would watch the planes in the sky of the people going foreign. Icebox bear, so he nyam pun orange, teething out the market. Running from authorities, bumped into this man, said, pardon me. Father me no want be a gangster, shotter. But if men don't teeth, I die, we have nothing to eat. And for you to come walking through my hellhole, tick money, fat belly, talking by a cell phone, disgust me. Where you from, Kansas? Never heard of that. Your camera ain't deserving of your ownership. I work with that. A pittance to you could feed I and I for 3 months. Little trinkets mean much in the ghetto. We just pray, Jah deliver me from poverty and forgive me roughly for your property. This my last
When you live by your instincts, the jungle seems fair. You spend your life trapped in these project hallways where people don't care. Cause everybody but rich people don't have our problems. They won't know unless we rob. Economics got me pulling on my bootstraps. Swear to God, I'll stop robbing when my loot's stacked.
In downtown Manhattan, where stocks get trade off, there lived this old man named Madoff. Stock market king came from Queens. For Rockaway, his top was gray, $1 million smile with a dream. He ran a hedge fund for rich people. He even wrote the rule book, was cool, but he had a little secret. He would just keep it. And send your fake statements like your stock's up and you ain't really make shit, cause you ain't really pay attention to the basics, y'all. Thanking Uncle Bernie for the free lunch you paid him for. Ran the SEC, sat as chairman of the board. A cop and a crook committing fraud. Then his sons turned him in and he said that he's sorry, cause he was just a poor kid eating all the pork y'all discard. Did from your fridge, cook the books and rape the salaries of millionaires, Bilderbergs and charities. All hail his majesty.
When you live by your instincts, the jungle seems fair. You spend your life trapped in these project hallways where people don't care. Cause everybody but rich people don't have our problems. They won't know unless we rob. Economics got me pulling.
Hello? Can y'all hear me? Has anybody not put in an entry for the raffle? Everybody's in? You should be holding on to one piece of it. Yes, where your numbers are. No. Wait, you just put yours in? It's this one. Yeah. No. Did she give you one? All right, so that's your number. Hold on to it. All right, we're going to start the raffle before people head out. Ari. You pull them out so they don't think I'm rigging it. Yeah, what you got to pull it out. You read the number out.
Is anyone gonna pay attention? Jeez.
No. We're gonna read the number out, and if it's on your ticket, then you won.
Then it's a really simple concept. Okay. So if everyone
I meant in the beginning.
could gather around.
My bad. I confused some people.
Who has a ticket? What are they winning?
Just pull one out randomly.
Okay. What are they winning though? So I can make it like. Ooh, here.
So this one will give away. All right, so whoever wins this one will win 4 hours of studio time here at InnerSpace.
That's a
PJ.
good prize.
Right? You will honor that? 16 hours?
Hell yeah! 16!
169.
24 hours?
He said an
How much?
hour
4
per
hours?
bar.
All right, we're doing 4 hours.
24 hours?
Nah, PJ said he'll only honor 4.
That's
Maybe you
funny.
can convince him while you're there to do another couple more. All right,
Maybe.
So if you got 480-193.
Yeah.
Rusky's about to drop a track.
Which one
Lil-
was this guy?
That wasn't you. It wasn't you. Lil DJ about to drop a track. Look at him. He's already ready to go.
I love it.
All right, you better go buy that from her if you want 4 hours of studio time. That stuff
that's
ain't cheap.
funny. Okay, so are we doing another one?
Do another one.
All right.
This next one will be for a free beat from R&R Studios.
Free beat.
Bundy.
Is that a lease or an exclusive?
Exclusive? And this is an NFT or just a
He
beat?
said it's just a beat.
Okay.
It's just a
It's
beat.
a beat.
Stems and all. All right.
You can read it.
I can read it. Oh. 480 190. Oh, see, so you gotta pay attention.
I got 189.
Huh?
What do you got? You might have
480 190. Nobody? All right.
Do it again. Bruce rigged it. Bruce rigged it in his favor.
All right. Let's see. 480-204.
Oh!
Let's go!
All right.
Let's verify.
Right. Oh, okay.
Let's verify.
Yeah, there you go.
We got a winner. Verify. We don't want no cheaters out here.
You want a freebie.
All right, she's good. All right, get with Bundy. He'll take care of you. Oh, let me pull up the Fruit Loop balance. For the next prize. For the next prize, we will be giving away 3 Fruit Loop NFTs. So these are it. Oh, PJ, can you get my computer on the screen, please? Can you cast my screen really fast? I just want to show them the NFT they're about to win.
You won. You didn't have your. You just won. I took an hour later. You won something.
All right. So this project called Fruit Loops was made from a fellow Orlando community member. Well, ex. He moved to Miami because that's where all the NFT goes. But anyways, yes, it is. But he created an incredible project called Fruit Loops. It is going to be a DAO that's a creative studio to create funny content. Yes, our boy Robbie. They're fully animated, generative NFTs. So we are going to give away 3 of these.
Okay.
A lot of money on them, evidently.
Yes, you can actually sell them right now. The floor is not much, but the project just came out, so give us some time.
All right.
It's a really cool project.
480-188. 188. Next? Okay.
Nobody?
You snooze.
I got 189.
Oh! You
You're next.
snooze,
You're next.
You lose. Alright. You say you got 199? 189. Well, I just pulled 480, 199.
What was it?
480, 199. I got a group of people chatting.
Can we quiet down so we get the winners, please sort it out, and then we can get back to.
You're all
chilling.
good. 480, 199.
No?
Damn, y'all, what the hell?
Stop. Why are you losing tickets out here?
I don't know. Is that okay? I did plenty of like prior mixing, but all right. 480, 200.
Let's go, Don John. All right, let's verify. You can't trust nobody in crypto. Trust me.
There you go.
All right. He's a winner. We'll need to get your information so we can send one of these to your crypto wallet. Yes.
John Don.
Send that to me somehow. I'll get your number in a minute. Yeah, send me the seed phrase, Don John. It's the only. This is a new type of technology, and we need the seed phrase. All right. You want me to? I'll do them.
Oh.
You want to continue?
No, I didn't know. All right.
All right, continue.
You gonna announce the next one?
Well, we're gonna give away 2 more Fruit Loops.
Oh, 2 more.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we have another prize. What's going on today?
So this is actually supposed to dispense candy. How long has this not like been in use, PJ? Okay. 480, 196. Ta-da!
What? Sam, will this be your first NFT? This will be his first NFT.
Congratulations!
Yes. We'll have to
cool is
open
that?
up. Yes.
I don't even have a wallet.
Get him a wallet. We will.
realize this is like an epic NFT event. You just converted a guy who does not like NFTs and got him an NFT.
We converted Warren Buffett's nephew just now.
Yes, you did.
Oh my
god.
Yeah, get my information, Mitch. We'll get you hooked up. All right, one more Fruit Loop.
All right, we got 480, 189. You said that's you, right?
Whoa! Bundy, do you own a Fruit Loop? Oh, okay. All right.
Wait, what did I get?
Well, let's confirm.
You got a free beat
You got
from
a free
Bundy.
beat from him.
Mm-hmm. Exclusive.
Send me a Twitter DM. I'll get it to you.
All right, one more.
This is for. Oh, this will be for. We're doing 2. All right, so the next 2 will be for a free Rebel Music NFT. If you were here for the presentation, we talked about it. Vixen talked about it. You know, if you don't know what it is, it's a music NFT. Gives you some perks, and we'll talk about that in a minute.
I got 480, 194.
194? All these people that keep
I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like.
If people lose they must have put their ticket in there.
Probably.
That's like at 195.
I don't see any that say keep this. Oh, this was. Never mind.
Call 194.
It happened.
No, somebody put in there. Sorry, just do it again.
Okay. 480, 198.
198.
Ah.
Nobody?
Oh no, that's
198? Let's go.
boom.
All right. You get a Rebel Music NFT from Vixen.
What? Are you
Yes.
kidding? That's awesome.
I know. You get with Vixen. She.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. I got an ENS address for you. I got an ENS address.
Wait, do you need the seed phrase? You need the seed phrase? Do you need the seed phrase? Seed phrase. Seed phrase.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. All right, one more for Rebel Music NFT.
We got 480, 192.
192.
Going once. And you're done. Okay.
Who? Bearded.
Okay.
All right, get with Vixen. Congrats. Let's confirm you can't trust crypto dudes.
Bum, 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 bum.
I don't have a rebel, but
All right, he's in there. He's in the clear. All right, you get with Vixen. She'll airdrop you the NFT. Little DJ got it? Okay.
I think she was saying Ethereum.
His first track. We did Fruit Loops. We did that. Is that it? Vixen, am I missing anything? All right, so we'll do. What is it? Creative Block. All right, so Lee is gonna donate one of his NFTs from his NFT project he just recently dropped. It's called the Crypto Creative Block. Actually, I want to put him up. PJ, can you? Creative Block.
70 is a big number.
Is it on Twitter?
It is on Twitter and it's on.
It's like 25 is too high for me right now.
100%. Yeah, I've got because literally I'm so used to being 12 12 means like $35.
This one?
4 years to 20. Right. Yeah. It's great. I was like I have one called Musky Elon. Like,
all right.
I was like,
so.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
What are the perks they get with this NFT? They get crypto education.
Yeah, education. Crypto.
We are. I just gotta find you.
Yo, so if you guys don't know, we do Creative Blocks. That's our crypto project. So we started an agency and we help artists out, like grassroots artists. That's where we started. And the Crypto Block gives you a back end to education into Web3. It gives you tools and resources, but it also gives you a percentage off of our workshops that we do. So.
All right, so let's see who gets access to crypto Creative Block. Sorry.
191.
191. Check your purse.
Yes, no, maybe so.
Check your wallets.
Where is it? It was whoever. I was just searching the language. None.
191.
You snooze,
nothing?
you lose.
All right,
is what
that's
I'm
it.
saying. All right, okay. There's a good amount of tickets left in here. 480-208.
208. Where you at? Lyric, let's go. Yeah. Hey, I think she rigged it because she was giving out the tickets. Let's confirm. I trust her. She's not a crypto bro. She's a winner. Winner. You can get with Lee right here, and he will get you set up with the Creative Block NFT. And her name is Lyric.
No.
So it's the perfect prize. She looks like she could, right? Like she's like an R&B artist. So, yeah. All right. That concludes the raffle. For anybody who didn't win, sucks to suck. I'm totally kidding. We will do more raffles in the future, I swear. You want to give one away? Okay. To the Chain Hounds? Okay. All right. So let me pull up the Chain Hounds. It's on OpenSea? Yeah, right?
We are just giving out all the fucking NFTs right now.
We got NFTs for days.
You don't want to see my hidden wallet.
My
We'll be here all night if we look at
Oh, here it is. This is it, right?
Yeah.
One item.
It's very scarce.
Is that what you're giving away?
Is this it? All right. This is a membership pass into the Chain Hounds, which is a play-to-earn horse betting game. Play-to-own. If you've played Zed Run, anybody played Zed Run? This is a cooler Zed Run. Yeah, actually, I want to go on the website. You can see the... Yeah, okay. Let me go... Oh, I forget I can do it directly.
So this is like Zed with robotic dogs.
So, yeah, you're a robotic dog, and you put it in races, and you can win your races. So. All right.
Okay.
Let's see who gets the Chain Hounds.
480, 202.
Oh, that's me.
Yo.
Who won?
Next? Okay.
I thought Rusky already won.
So then we're going to do
Oh,
somebody
that was
else.
his ticket? Oh, okay.
This is mine, so I only got 2 votes.
all three of them. Wait, this is rigged.
Yeah, how's this happening?
Probability, man. All right, okay. 480, 197.
Woo! Mitch is a winner. Let's confirm he's a crypto bro.
I mean, I know. I just got hacked, so.
No, you did not.
Oh, he's in the clear. All right.
Okay.
All right, so you get with Bearded, and he will send you.
Anyone else
K-House.
giving away any?
Yeah, who else is giving away?
We have another giveaway. Okay.
So I give away moon pies on Twitter. So I got music NFTs.
Okay.
Where I drop fucking house music and I just give them out.
What's it called? Moon Pie?
Yeah, so it's called Moon Pie.
On OpenSea?
Yeah, and then space. MOONPIE.
Together or side?
Yeah, together. Then you space it and I'll put Joe. Alright, I'll play What the Fuck for the second one.
Was that you commenting on the Web3 CFL Twitter today? That was you.
Yeah, we'll push P.
What does that mean?
Pushing P.
What does pushing P mean?
That means you pimping. Is really what that
Really?
means.
Yeah, play What the Fuck.
Is really what that means.
That's not what the fuck.
Oh shit. Wait, let me go back. Moon Pie.
Space.
Interesting.
This one?
It looks like a string cheese, you know?
What?
That's what that guy looks like. Piece of cheese.
Yeah. This is some DJ art.
You just tell me you want to give away an NFT.
Man, I need to be gifted an NFT at this
You gotta
point.
send it to their wallet.
This is ridiculous.
All right, we'll put you on that. I'm trying to play the song.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, show
Whoever
them your
wins it,
gallery.
just link up with them.
Hey, PJ? PJ? I'm trying to play a song. I'm not sure why it's... Wait, you just... What did you just win? Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. Well, good to see you. All right, so this guy just wins free NFTs and goes home. We know why he came today. All right, you and Sam both won, and now you're out of here. All right, forget about it. Hey, send him a hack to his wallet when you airdrop that NFT. Thanks for coming, guys. Yes, please. This is it, Don John? That's it?
Alright, are we ready, son?
The next NFT is this music NFT by Mr. Don John over here.
Before I read this, is anyone paying attention? Because I'm not wasting my
All right, the raffle. We still have 2 more giveaways. If we can get your attention real quick.
Hey, guys.
2 more giveaways.
If we could bring the level
All right.
down just a little bit, that'd be
All right.
so awesome.
Bring it down just a notch, please. All right, go ahead.
All right.
Testing. Everyone quiet for the raffle.
Shut the hell up. Okay. I'm not kidding. Okay, 480, 206.
206.
Anybody?
4820.
This raffle has gotten out of hand. Gotten out of hand. All right.
Those tickets coming.
201.
Yeah.
Okay. NFT.
Don John, we got a winner.
You have received this NFT from our buddy over here. What's your name, bro?
Don John,
Thank
music
you.
NFT. Hey.
So link up with him so you can make sure that you collect your prize.
Yes, and then we have one more giveaway by the artist Miss Sandra.
Now I want.
Woo! Wait, Sandra, what's
This
it
is.
under?
There's only so many possibilities at this point.
PJ. Oh, we're
Look
still
at how
here,
many
never mind.
fucking tickets. Okay.
No, $100 seems reasonable. Because I think about.
Oh, all right, so Sandra has a whole gallery of art.
I make about.
It's actually really good.
Okay,
Check this stuff out. Yeah, it's really cool stuff. Sandra's made all this art.
Oh, beautiful.
She's going to allow you to choose one from her collection, correct?
Very cool. Wow. Well, the winner is the owner of 207, whoever that is.
207.
Yeah, you keep getting close, man.
I know. I'm dancing.
Next.
What tickets do you have in there?
I have literally 3 tickets left, so there's not much wiggle room. Unfortunately, I don't have a ticket. 203.
I'm a winner.
Woo!
And this is why you stick the fuck around, because
All
you
right.
never know.
Let's confirm he's a crypto bro.
203. There you
He's
go.
a winner. All right, you know Sandra. Who is driving a white Toyota? Hey, who's driving a white Toyota outside? White
We need
Toyota.
some attention.
White Toyota.
Your white Toyota is about to be towed. White Toyota, nobody?
White Toyota is about to be towed, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure it's
I don't
not
even drive a
your
white
fucking
Toyota,
car.
We already had 1 car accident tonight. We don't need another one.
Oh, a car accident?
Yeah. Somebody here's car. He got an accident outside.
You're
In an accident right outside. He's here. I don't know where he went.
That's
All right,
crazy.
so Sandra, you know Gimp. Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you.
What is your guys' game plan?
We should play Don Johnson.
Cryptocurrency, which
Can I? No,
very
can you mute
negative
me?
about, calling it rat
Can you mute
poison.
me?
He hated the success of Bitcoin.
Thank you.
It's an ideal currency if you want to commit extortion or kidnapping or have a protection racket or something.
Yeah, just kind of let me know what you want to do.
You got a rod.
Okay.
Running a strange program.
There was like a session like InnerSpace, myself, and you
Yes. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's bring PJ.
When you live by your instincts, the jungle seems fair. You spend your life trapped in these project hallways where people don't care. Cause everybody but rich people don't have our problems. They don't know us. We are economics.
All right, guys. Let's bring up the owner of the studio.
Once upon a time,
Hey, you on mute?
called Jersey, there lived these 2 kids who was thirsty. One was named Slim. He was worse than broke. Stayed with the jack of fade, his homeboy Jim, who would slap your boy. They were straight savages. Too poor for pistols, so they ran with shit. Losers boosting juices in the planting chips. Banned from every bodega. Hunger make a man broke. Just start plotting
Is it a
on
car that just got
popping
hit?
them a Lexus. We gon' get paper. The vapors in his nostrils, Slim granddad a copy, saw his Glock once. He be dozing off, dog, we can get it. I dare reefer Senate slide there. If we can get this ride, fam, we be reppin'. Went and snatched the burn out the closet all night, looking for a target. Up in Central Park, it's dark in the winter. White lady, keys jingling, Slim pulled the heat trembling, squeezed in the
When
scene.
you live by your instincts, the jungle seems fair. You spend your life trapped in these project hallways where people don't care. Cause everybody broke, rich people don't have our problems. They don't know us. We rob economics, got me pulling on my bootstraps. Swear to God, I'll stop robbing when my loot's stacked.
We're still in the slums, but this time Jamaica, little naughty head
you who I was
boy
talking
named
to?
Jacob.
Oh,
He
shit.
would watch the planes in the
Yes, you
sky
know,
of the people going foreign. Icebox bear, so he now prime orange, teething out the market. Running from authorities, bumped into this man, said, pardon me. Father me no want be a gangster shotter. But if men don't teeth, I die, we have nothing to eat. And for you to come walking through my hellhole, tick money, fat belly, talking by a cell phone, disgust me. Where you from, Kansas? Never heard of that. Your camera ain't deserving of your ownership. I work with that. A pittance to you could feed I and I for 3 months. Little trinkets mean much in the ghetto. We just Pray, Jah deliver me from poverty and forgive me rough fear property. This is my last robbery.
Good cheese pizza. What is the in-game currency? Okay. Literally because I myself am saying, yeah, I'll redeem it. If you send me my token and you want it in-game, I'll redeem it. That's all a bridge is, which is nuts. Oh, okay. Like a bridge is literally, it's literally your ability, and I'm sure there can be more to it. But like in my mind, as long as I can maintain the peg, and that's why like these like Luna and shit, pegging, 1-to-1, ERC 20 contracts.
Yeah, she just came
I
from
always
Southern
laugh in my
Nights.
head.
You gotta explain yourself.
I always laugh in my head when I talk about it. I'm like pegging, right? Yeah, no, but that's why I started Twitch, is because I couldn't stream and Spaces, and people wanted to see me. I was like, guys, this is really easy. You just go on, Open Zeppelin, the wizard. You click like 6 clicks. I could literally, from memory, wizard.com, and then you type in the name of your token, the symbol. You pre-mint however many you want. You click mintable burnable, and then you hit open a remix, and then you hit compile, and then you hit deploy, and then you change it into MetaMask, and you hit deploy, and you hit OK, and then you sign your MetaMask, and that's it. So like, it's such a scary thing. But I met people like Josh. You know Josh Olin from Rug Radar?
No.
He's pretty dope. But he came up with this thing. It doesn't look at contracts. I'm a contract guy. I love the code. It looks at law.
So you're a dev.
I'm a dev, yeah. The dev because I'm just calling myself that. I don't know. I've always worked with this stuff, but like.
Okay. Yes. DM me on Twitter.
Wait, what happened? Oh, for real?
Dang. Yeah. Oh, you gotta put some art on it.
It was totally
Just send me a DM, and I'll connect you with Robbie, the founder, and he'll send it to your wallet.
Well,
yeah, no problem. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming through. Have a good night.
So I'm supposed to be talking, and then you talking, and then
just for like the events and stuff, you have this jacket?
I wore it for the first event.
It's a great I'm about to just go talk.
All right, well, before you leave, let me bring PJ up. Hey, PJ, let's do it.
Absolutely.
Ari.
All right, man. Thanks for coming back.
Real quick, he's going to just talk about the studio real quick, and then we'll hang out. All right, guys. I know we promised that was the last thing, but we want to let PJ, the owner of the studio, just greet you guys real quick. So please, let's give him the floor and thank him tonight. Let's give a round of applause to PJ allowing us to use his space tonight. Come on. Let's go.
Hey, guys. My name is PJ. This place is called InnerSpace Orlando. We are an audio-video production studio. All the events we have here, including the one tonight, as you see, we can live stream. We have cameras everywhere throughout the whole building. So we do a lot of cool events. We've had, just this week alone, we had a gaming event. We had a jam session with Ari and Dare Defy. And then we're having this event, and we're doing Ari's podcast tomorrow. So we stay pretty busy with different productions, and we stream them on like every platform you could imagine. And we're also a full production studio. If you haven't gotten a tour, reach out to me or any of the members in the back there. There's QT and Niall and Leela and my partner Joe in there. So yeah, come check out all our rooms and see what we have to offer.
Sweet.
So, yeah.
Thank you, PJ.
Yeah.
Oh, for me? Do I need a mic?
Oh, no, you don't.
I don't need a mic.
Give me those cake.
Video for your podcast?
Yeah, so I guess I'll start there. I have a podcast called Run It Back, which is all about music industry news. I also review music for free. Some things are going on with my station right now, so I'll have updates with that soon on if that's going to persist or not. So we'll see in terms of like internet radio and play and things like that. But that's one of the facets of what I do. Primarily, I'm an educator and an advocate for independent musicians and young music industry professionals. I do that mostly through education, teaching people about the music industry, a lot of the different moving parts, whether that be live sound, releasing stuff in the sense of like publishing, royalty collection, branding and marketing and things like that. Started my career as a manager, and that has just developed in a lot of different ways to what I have dubbed myself as an artist relations specialist at this point. I also do a lot of freelance work in terms of being a stage manager, hosting events like this, being a creative director, project manager, and things like that. There's a lot of facets of what I do. Like I said earlier, I'm a Swiss Army knife, so I really get in where I fit in, and I think that's the best way to be. Everything that encompasses that is my company, Dare Defy, which once again all comes down to education and advocacy. That's always the goal, maintaining accessible information for people so that we can kind of cross the boundary. My thing is always financial stability for people. Like, I think that on a very real note, most of us and the people that we care about are financially struggling or are worried about that happening and that being an instance because of something in their life. So if we can provide information and make it as accessible as possible so that people can put steps in place to make that less of a dire situation, especially through something like creativity or the Web3 space, or just something that they can genuinely find joy in. I really care about adding things to people's life through these kind of means. So any people who are interested in stuff that sounds like what I said, go ahead and you can follow me on Instagram at Nadia Sabia Official. I'm also a musician. That's like my musician name. Or you can follow just the Dare Defy Instagram, which is just Dare Defy. So yeah, thank you for coming out and allowing me to be your host. Tonight was really cool, and I very much enjoyed myself. So we're going to listen to one song.
We were, but Don John left.
Don John?
What? Yeah.
Man.
He's supposed to do?
R.I.P. Yeah, play it anyway. We'll end the night with that as you guys take your tours and things of those sorts. If you do need to take a tour, I'll lead one. If you haven't been here before and you want to see the space, I'll take you around. So yeah, if you just want to gather, and we'll do that in the next couple of minutes.
When you live by your instincts, the jungle seems fair. You spend your life trapped in these project hallways where people don't care. Cause everybody but rich people don't have our problems. They won't know that's we rob. Economics got me pulling on my bootstraps. Swear to God I'll stop robbing when my loot stacks.
Ponzi scheme, the SEC.
Using Bernard busted after investigators say he conned investors out of
billion with a capital
Nice to verify me. We about to take the revolution. Yes, sir. It's spotty Wi-Fi.
Cryptocurrency, which you have been very negative about, calling it rat poison. You hated the success of Bitcoin.
Ideal
It's
currency.
official. I'm the king of punks. Haters gave me motivation. Even the coronavirus couldn't stop my coronation. Buy low, sell high, diamond hand determination. On spotty Wi-Fi 5528, and we all gon' make it. I dox myself, so if you need me, you know where to find me. I'm certified, don't need no websites to verify me. We bout to take the revolution to the main stage. Go tell the labels, I don't think we on the same page. That's word of a talent, promoting the talent of what you heard from Savage. The jungle seems fair. Universe Palace. Don't ask me, and I can't talk about the project always with you busy running it out. Gotta make rain, gotta stay for the fake. I won't chain gang gang. Deep boss, my green fly like a beast. I go beat pop, bang bang. I touch the man like with my 9 to 5. I got up, swear to God, I'll stop robbing side to side, and I'm a.
Once upon a time, in Orlando, New Jersey, there lived these two kids who was thirsty. One was named Slim, he was worse than good. Staying with the Jack and Faye, his homeboy Jim, who was slacking brain. They were straight savages.
Yo, Spotty, this was throw, baby. I can't wait to show them how we get down with this one. This all-time verse. Let's go. Coming straight up out the dirty south, that third coast sector. You bet on the triple OG, you hit the trifecta. Might see me around your girl and think that you need to protect her, but your bottom broad is busted. OGP, I'm a rejecter. I done tapped in with Spotty, made men like John Gotti. We flip so much crypto that we could buy a Maserati. Oh no, man, not the car. See, I'm talking about the dealer, cause to me an NFT means nobody's fucking Triller. Since I came up in the game, I've been carving out my lane. I ain't got nothing to lose, but I got everything to gain. If I catch it at the right price, you know I'm finna cash out. By the time you buy it, it's too high, and now you ass out. You follow trends, man, but I'm a trending topic. My aura's larger than life, and your vibe is microscopic. When me and Spotty hook up, ain't no way that you can top it. You can hate, but you can't stop it, cause you know we finna drop it like it.
It's unbelievable, unfucking believable. The Trill OG, Bun B, Spotty Wi-Fi, historic shit, first of its kind. Nobody ever did it like this. All time, all time. Nobody ever did it like this.
And we're live. This is John Moran with Solutions 8, and today is January 20th, and this is your 1 hour of Google Fun with me. So today, it's going to be a different type of video than what you're probably used to us seeing, and this is based off of a lot of data, millions of dollars in ad spend, actually, with testing the differences between